My name is June. I am an artist, mother, gardener, etc., etc. I live in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, and this video is about me preparing for the Southwest Print Fiesta, which is coming up in a few weeks. Today is Tuesday, the September 27th, and the event is Indigenous Peoples Weekend, which is October 7th through the 10th, I believe, something like that. I'm going to be doing the 8th, which is the Saturday, in Silver City, New Mexico. And I am going to be getting ready for this event. Got lots of work to do. I've got lots of prints to print. I've got lots of things to package. I've got to figure out my system. So I'm going to be doing that in this video and take you along on this journey with me, and hopefully do another video of the actual event. I have longer hair in the video. I just cut my hair this morning. But I figured, why not share this experience? I wanted to talk a little bit about my journey in printmaking, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing today as I go along. So if I am slow, it is because I am trying to multitask. So many years ago, I'm thinking either 2009 or 2010, I was dating my husband, but we weren't living together yet. Unimportant. And my mom sent me this kit. It was a speedball, I'll see if I can find a picture, speedball block printing kit. And it was like $20 to $30 at the time. And I'm not sure if it was her idea to get it for me or if I had asked for it. Doesn't matter really. This is what I'm. You think we got it? Okay. Well, you're making marks on it. Hold on a second. So like you guys do one more. Make sure that it's really in there.
Hope I don't make marks.
Well, it's a little bit, but it's not. Nobody's gonna notice it. Okay. And
Yes! That one's perfect too. Yeah!
okay. Let's get started. the boy who drew it, James, he said that it's a hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa?
Mm-hmm.
With marshmallows?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a banana?
Mm-hmm. It is a banana.
Is that hot?
I gotta do this kind of quick. Where are you? Oh, hi.
Is that a pig? Is that a pig?
Yeah, it's a pig.
Is that hot?
Mm-hmm.
Is that egg? What is that?
And popcorn.
Popcorn?
Daisy, don't play like these, please.
I think it's a popcorn. That's coffee.
Can you guys go with Daddy, please?
Nope. The future. And the gold.
These are not turning out. What's up? We can't do any painting when I'm doing printing because I can't pay attention to what you guys are doing.
And you don't know, and you see that I'm painting by myself. And you don't want me painting by myself.
It's true. Frustrated mama. Oh, of course she did. Okay, we'll do it in a second. All right, let's go inside. I have about 2 hours of studio time, probably a little less, so I need to get started. I need to work on some prints, some block prints. I need to find the ones, figure out which ones I want to have at the Southwest Fiesta, printing Fiesta, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do with these. Most of them didn't turn out very well at all. They have a really cool texture though. There's like nitty gritty paint, but that's because it's so dry and arid in here that the ink was not properly adhering to the block. So I have this pile. I'm going to determine what I'm going to do with that later. These, so I had in my last, oh shoot. Don't do this. Don't do this. I don't know why I do this. I have done this too often where I will stack things and then they start sticking to each other. I need to put it back in the back into the refrigerator. That's just normal printmakers talk, right? Desert dwellers. Just to get things unstuck to one another. I am working on another block print right now. It's like a 12 by 12. And I'm trying to make it right. I didn't copy the imagery onto the block well enough the first time. So I need to fix that some, but I'm gonna work on this one, I think. I do not have hardly any of this this print left. And then after that, I might do this one. We'll see what I'm able to get done. This is gonna be on 8x10. This one is my usual 5x7. Okay, I didn't do well enough job of just coming into the studio. I'm like ready to go, whipping through, but it's really difficult to work on anything when you're so frazzled to get anything started, because it just doesn't, it's not going to turn out right. So I just need to take a few more moments. I'm going to take some deep breaths while I pull out the paper. One of the reasons that I wanted to come out to the studio today was to work with this beautiful hand-dyed paper. A neighbor, Annie, of mine, she since moved to Alaska, used to say that amaranth grows like a weed here, so you might as well plant the amaranth that you want. So either edible amaranth or something for dyeing, which is what she had. She had this red Hopi, I'm gonna say probably a lot, amaranth, and so I was inspired. I wanted to start making my own inks and dyes and pigments for paints. So I ordered this Hopi red seed and I boiled it down. It was a quart jar about this big initially, the liquid, and then I boiled it down to about an inch of liquid. And I still have a bunch left, so I'm gonna do a lot more. But I made all these watercolor paper paintings. So I'm gonna use this as the background for some of the printing that I do today. I have so many other designs, but because I can't stack them, or else this will happen, they will stick to one another. I have kind of dispersed them around the table. I would love to do a video at some point on all of the different designs that I've done, because it's just, it's such a fun medium. I usually will just grab inks as I'm going when I'm designing. So I'll put the inks on my palette. I was gonna say rub one out. I'll rub one out, and then I'll add another little bit of another color, and then let me see if this helps the light a little bit. Okay, so I'll add another color to switch things up a little bit. This has got some fuzz on it. If anybody has any tips or tricks on how to store block prints in a desert climate, because you cannot stack them on top of one another or else they will stick, please let me know. I'm thinking like a wax paper perhaps, but that's how I had them at one point. They just easily become disorganized once again. Okay, so what I usually do is I put a little bit of a color on, do 1 or 2 or 3 or more of one color, and then I add another little bit of another color and another little bit of another color. So they are usually no two are the same, because just in the way that it works, the way that I do it, there's oftentimes some kind of splotchiness that comes with block printing, and sometimes it's more solid. I'm getting really good. I'm getting better about making it more solid, but I have had a hard time in the past. It's been a huge learning curve making things right, and it's literally looks so easy when other people do it. I've seen so many videos, but I was gonna say I'm self-taught, but then I just said I saw so many videos. So essentially, I'm self-taught. I taught myself how to do it initially. But then I don't have, oh, I do have black. I was like, I don't have any black, but I got a bigger black because I was using so much. I want to actually get some work done while I'm out here, but keep stalling. Okay. I had a train of thought. I'm sorry if I lost it. Let's see. I've got magenta, I've got fluorescent magenta, and I've got hot pink. I think I'm gonna go the hot pink method. Route, not method. So far as I know, there's not a hot pink method. This might be fun. Sometimes I do like a first layer. I do a double print. I don't know if I have any samples here right now, but sometimes I'll do a double print and you can see a little bit of the color below. I was thinking about doing the magenta on top of this amaranth color and then doing black, but I'm going to start with white paper. I don't want to ruin that amaranth paper just yet. And by ruin it yet, I don't want to use it yet. What is it? Girl. I don't want to ruin it by using it just yet. I usually do a couple sample prints to start because when I'm in this kind of frazzled haziness, studio excitement, I don't take the necessary time to give the pieces the effort that they require. I don't know, here it is. I've been using this, I don't know if it's Baron? This is a brayer. Baron lately, and I don't like it. I like to have my hand on the piece, making sure that I'm getting every corner. Hopefully it turns out. This one is a little heavy on the ink, but she's cute. Looks good. That might be a good first layer for that double printing, like I was saying. So we will see. I used to put so much ink on, and I'm finding that sometimes less is better. You have to barely cover the block. I have these pre-prepped. I do 11 by 14 paper, and I cut them down into 4, I guess it's 5.5 by 7 pieces of paper. And since I eyeball it, it gives me a little wiggle room on either side to cut back. But then it's still 7 inches tall. So in that way, too, no two are alike, and it's kind of my fluky flaw. It's a lot of them are flawed, but I kind of enjoy that about them, about the prints. And others seem to also, that they're not always perfectly centered. Most of them are, but occasionally you'll get one that's way off. Males here. Oh. trying to be conscious about spending more time with each print because I was not wasting a lot of prints, but I was making poor quality prints for a long time, and I needed to demonstrate more patience, and it pays off. This one is so much better. There's still like an unevenness of ink, but this is the first one that I did. Very heavy on the paint. Some of the lines are really thick and coming up off of the paper. This is the second one that I did. Very light in the middle there. I'm rubbing the back of the paper like I like to be massaged, like rough. Put some back into it, so hopefully I'll have a more even press this time, but even if it doesn't, I'm okay with that. Third time's a charm, although I got a little bit of another ink on there. Yeah, I think it came off with the onto the paper, but there's like a little teeny speck on her breast. So I try rubbing it off while it's wet. No, it's like a little bit of another ink that was left on my palette or something. I don't know. Whatever. I just messed up one of my squeegee pieces, but I'm gonna try it again with a little less ink on it. I think I put too much ink on it. I put too much pressure on it. So I'm gonna do it with a little bit less ink because I want this to work. This one, I think I had another pink one here. This one. I'll try it. It's a little bit stressful, annoying when it does not work out properly, like this last one. But I'm not gonna have hurt feelings over it. It was fun play, experimentation. Yes. So good. So good. I will definitely be doing more of these for the Southwest Print Fiesta, especially after I messed up the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some of the earlier works that I did today. This is gets a little bit more tricky because you have to be kind of more exact as to placement. So, but you also don't have to have as much ink on your block. So there's a couple ways to do it. You could do it like this, that you're pressing on the back like this. But as you've seen, I do it the rub on the paper side. So I'm going to turn it over like that and do a light pressure over the entire thing, getting all the edges. It was a little bit off center, but I like that because then you can see the pink shining through, hopefully. Yes. Okay, so that is another way to play experiment. I like it. It's kind of punk rock. What do I know about punk rock? Not much, but I think it looks cool. Okay. And then I'm going to try another one on Amaranth cotton paper because I really enjoyed how that one turned out too. And I can always make more since I have plenty more of this ink. So you see me do a pause here. This is me kind of lining things up. Still eyeballing it. And then this one, I need it to be very heavy press because of the texture of this cotton paper. Okay, not too bad, a little off center, but looks pretty good. A lot off center. I was trying too hard to demonstrate how I center things and then got it completely off center. So much better. Beautiful. Proud of that. It looks really good. I'm gonna make piles, the different ones. New pegboard in hopes that I will be able to hang my work so that it's more on display. I have these boxes that people can kind of weed through, but that never works. Like, people don't really look through them. So I want to have everything on real clear display. So now I'm trying to figure out how best to do that. So I have to think of distances between each peg. As well as what prints I would like to have on display. Ideally, I would have I think all black and white, and then have I still have to make my color sampler so that people can see that yes, these are the colors that I have, but I'm also able to do custom works also. Let's see. All right, let's try one more on here. That looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna have a pricing sheet right there. I want to have one of each of the displays, but I don't think I will have enough space on here. I think I have over 20 prints available, and I guarantee you there's not enough space. Like, even this one, I will only have 14 of this print, so I'm probably not going to use one on there. But I do want to show too that this is available, so I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I had those. We're gonna get packaged still. Shoot, I've got so many to package still, and I still want to print more because I made all of these amaranth pages and all of these squeegee art pages to print on, and so now I've got to do it. I've just got to do it, but I still have 2 weeks left to do it, so it'll get done. But yeah, so I think I'm going to replace this with one of my tables. I'm going to have 2 tables. One will have stickers and postcards that are already pre-made printed, but you're supposed to have 80% of the stuff be hand printed. So I think I will accomplish that, and then some. 80%. I can do it. Oh, I also want to have my coloring compost book. So that will probably take a 1 table, but just in sheer like numbers, I'm sure that the displays and the boxes and the framed prints will be more than enough to make up for those 20% of things. All right, well, I think this is it for today. I am gonna try to get this video wrapped up and loaded and find some music. That's been my #1 like holding me back, because I want to start getting into these vlogs, but I also want it to create like a vibe, a space, a place, a safe space for myself and for everyone watching. So it's going to be a little bit more work than I anticipated probably, but it'll be worth it. So I hope you stick around. If you are so inclined, I would love if you could give a big thumbs up and leave a comment below what else you would like to see, and subscribe. Did I say that already? Probably not. I would love that also. It really helps me with my confidence in continuing to do this. All right, much love.